Oh, lovely capriccio, I tell you.
You know it well. Yes, folk-inspired melodies from the pen of Mr. Tchaikovsky there. Yes, the Capriccios Italian. And good evening and welcome.
Good evening indeed.
Yeah, and well, another beautiful, well, okay day today. We thought the rain was coming, but it didn't, so we could all do the things we wanted to do outside, which is good.
I even caught a bit of sun lunchtime, had lunch in the sun.
Yes, that's right. Sunny disposition. Yay. Yes.
vk3sl.
Yeah, and vk3sl test missions on 160 and also on UHF testing here as we do tone tests, and nothing to do with entertainment. And if you do want to be entertained, you can head over to the streaming service, which is up and running as we speak. That's a dedicated channel on YouTube under my call sign. So there we go. That's the situation. I'm just going to turn that record off. That was a recording with William Steinberg and the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. And
beautiful, really was.
Yeah, great spirited performance. They really went for it, didn't they?
Gave it all they had.
They certainly did. I heard the Pittsburghs when they came out to Melbourne a little while ago, about 2 decades ago.
Oh, lovely.
And they are one of the great orchestras in the world, the Pittsburgh Symph. And it was great to hear their concert. Their tickets were so expensive that I went along at half time.
Okay.
And sat up at the back. So,
okay.
But it was a treat. They played very well. Yeah. So this is
wonderful.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Wonderful, and welcome to you as well. Well, what we'll do is we'll just, go over to the turntable. It's waiting to start. It's a 78 from 1926. And I have got a thing about Mr. Reza and his 6 jumping jacks, or the Jazz Pilots, or whatever he chose to call the group, depending on what label he recorded on. In this instance, it's a Parlophone 78 from about 1926, and he is Harry Reza and the Jazz Pilots. So he actually gets his name on the label this time. So I quite like the idea of that. That's a great name for a group, the Jazz Pilots.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a track called I Know Everything is Made for Love. vk3sl.
vk3sl.
we got lips for? What do we got arms for? Why do we have stars above? Oh, you know, I know, everything's made for love. What do we got eyes for? What do we sighs for? Why do we say dovey-dove? Oh, you know, I know, everything's made for love. What is a dark for? What is a park for? Why are shady lanes? Why is a cozy corner so rosy every time it rains? What have I got you for? What do you got me for? What are we both thinking of? Oh, you know, I know, everything's made for love.
Harry Reeser and the Jazz Pilots from 1926 on a Parlophone 78. Actually came.
He sounded like a close relative of Popeye to me.
He sounded a little bit. That's Tom Stax.
Okay.
He's the drummer in the band,
Yeah.
and he's the fellow who sadly lost his life trying to rescue his drum kit from. Oh, it was a Chinese restaurant fire in about 1932. It's a bit of a sad
terrible.
story. Yeah, really tragic. Because he actually, the band, everyone left. And then he just made that instinctive decision to go back in and try and get his drums, and it was a bad move. Yeah, he didn't survive. So, but it's interesting hearing this band on a really good, on sort of a top line label using good equipment, Western Electric equipment. That was really excellent fire for 1926. Now, usually hear Six Jumping Jacks, same band on those very blasty. Light Ray Brunswick records, which have their own distinctive qualities, but they also, you just realise how much distortion there is compared to the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting little comparison, recorded around about the same time, but he was a master at recording on just about every label, and he just reinvented the group and just moved from studio to studio and made lots of novelty records in the mid-1920s. Always very spirited and captured the vibe of the times. Yeah, so, another handful of 50s records
Okay.
at hand.
Never have too many 50s records.
No, that's it. This one's a Rosemary Clooney disc.
Oh, another Rosie. I like Rosie.
You like Rosie? Okay, well, this one's called Be My Life's Companion. I don't think I played it. I hope not, but we can give it a go anyhow and see how we go. So, yes, Columbia 78 from early 50s, I imagine, Frank. She was very prolific, wasn't she, in that decade?
She was right through from about 52 to right through the end, and then it went very much into the 60s.
Okay, great. All right, let's have a listen to Rosemary Clooney. vk3sl, testing.
My life's companion and you'll never grow old. I love you so much that you'll never grow old. When there's joy in living, you just never grow old. You've gotta stay young, 'cause you'll never grow old. People who are lonely can be old at 33. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let that happen to me. Be my life's companion and you'll never grow old. You'll never grow old. to be old at 33. Your disposition sours like a lemon on a tree. Don't let it happen to you. Don't let it happen to me. Be my life's companion and you'll never grow old. I love you so much that you'll never grow old. Love and youth and happiness are yours to have and hold. Be my life's companion. Be my life's companion and you'll never grow old.
Rosemary Clooney on a Columbia 78. This is vk3sl testing. And I don't know if we played that, but it sort of sounds familiar.
Yeah, you have. Doesn't matter. It sounded even better the second time.
I think the problem is that there's many multiples, and I do forget what I've played from day to day. Anyhow, it deserved a second airing. It was a bit of fresh performance with good message about never growing old, to be 33 again.
Yeah, that's a good promise to hold out to somebody you want to get with it.
That's right.
Stay with me and you'll never get old.
That's right. I think so. Yeah. No,
Either means that you're going to live forever, or I'm going to kill you.
That's very good deductive reasoning there.
That's right.
Well done, Frank. It's a nice way to wrap that one up. Well, let's continue with Russ Morgan. Russ Morgan, Keep Your Shoes On, Lucy, is the track. And same decade, same time, same style, but they're all out of the bag, and they're from the 50s. Okay, here we go. Russ Morgan.
Put your shoes on, Lucy, don't you know you're in the city? Put your shoes on, Lucy, it's really such a pity that Lucy can't go barefoot wherever she goes, 'cause she loves to feel the wiggle of her toes. Put your shoes on, Lucy, 'cause you're here in old New York. You'll get by alrighty if you let 'em hear you talk. All the city slickers love that southern drawl, so give 'em that honey child and hi-ya.
Lucy, let the good things happen. Lucy, won't you stop that gabbing? How you act will be the death of me. Don't they have skyscrapers down in Tennessee?
Put your shoes on, Lucy, even though they kind of pinch. Stop balking, you gotta do some walking, that's a cinch. Use your party manners, you'll need 'em, and how? Put your shoes on, Lucy, you're a big girl now. Such a lazy critter,
you'd make
a dandy babysitter. Every time you're walking down the street,
you insist on stopping just to rest your feet. Put your shoes on, Lucy,
even though they kind of pinch.
Stop barking, you gotta do some walking, that's a cinch.
Use your party manners, you'll need them, and how? Put your shoes on, Lucy, you're a big girl now.
Put your shoes on, Lucy, you're a big girl now.
Oh, there we go, Russ Morgan. There, that was a good song. That's a nice
Very good.
bit of drive time fare, isn't it? Although no one's driving it.
Early 50s novelty.
Yeah, definitely. And look, I like these songs. They're feel-good songs, aren't they?
They sure are.
Yeah, that's right. There's drive time, although we can't drive. That's the
That's right.
that's the only
A
problem.
virtual drive-time.
Yeah, it is. That's right. Now, next one is Salty Holmes. It's on a London 78, and he's the talking harmonica, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So this could be interesting. I have no idea what this is going to sound like, but it's out of the bag. We'll have a listen to Salty Holmes and see what sort of salty tale he can tell with his mouth organ and saliva.
Would you like to go to school? Would you like to go to school? You would? Do you know your ABCs? Do you know any poetry? Well, honey, I'm gonna teach you one. Okay, now you follow me. Say, Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rule. It made the children laugh and play, and made the teacher mad. What? You love me? Oh, shucks, you're hungry. Well, if I give you a bottle of milk, will you go to bed and be a good boy? All right, honey. But first you gotta get real serious and say your prayer. All right. Follow me again. Say, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray thee, Lord, my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray thee, Lord, my soul to take. Good night, honey.
Well, that is pretty wet, and its record certainly won't get another play. It'll go in the op shop pile, I think, that one. But we've got to test the water here. Salty Holmes, and I found my mama, the talking harmonica. But what would they think of next, really? It's pretty wacky stuff. Won't even, yeah, there's nothing to pick up on that record. So anyhow, as an antidote, I have a recording of Evelyn Knight. And,
oh, yes.
And she was a big name, I think, in the 40s, wasn't she?
Yeah, through into the 50s.
Yeah. She sang with Tommy Dorsey, I think, for a while, Evelyn Knight.
Oh, was she?
I have a feeling she might have. But, anyhow, this is an upbeat track. It's hers called Buffalo Bill. So...
and I'll get you to tell me the other side after you've played this.
Yes, indeed, I will. I'm just making sure I've got this switched in properly. Yes, Buffalo Bill, and we'll do a quick check on that as soon as it's finished. vk3sl, testing.
Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians, Indians.
Billy boy, are you coming out today? Billy boy, are you coming out to play?
Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians.
Buffalo Billy in the cowboy suit sure looks cute, sure can shoot. Buffalo Billy, hey, how you part? You're all fenced in and you're on
own backyard.
Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians.
Look at 'em riding on the front porch rail. Mommy's mop, horse's tail, rootin' his tootin' his cowpoke nose, protecting Ma till his pa comes home.
Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians.
Ride, ride, the rustlers hide. When they come out, he'll pop 'em. Bang, bang, he'll get that gang, and nothing's gonna stop him. Buffalo Billy, when the day is through, he'll lasso a dream or two. Up in the morning with the kids, and then Buffalo Billy will ride again. Billy boy, are you coming out today? Billy boy, are you coming out to play? Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians. Ride, ride, the rustlers hide. When they come out, he'll pop 'em. Bang, bang, he'll get that gang, and nothing's gonna stop him. Buffalo Billy, when the day is through, he'll lasso a dream or two. Up in the morning with the kids, and then Buffalo Billy will ride again. Billy boy, are you coming out today? Billy boy, are you coming out to play?
Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and
Billy!
Indians, cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians,
Billy!
cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians.
Hey, Billy, come on out, huh?
Cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians, cowboys and Indians.
Complete with vocal ostinato. It was Evelyn Knight and Buffalo Bill. Yeah, another bit of 50s trivial stuff. Oh, look, oh, wait, no, I'm not going to demean it. It's good non-entertainment, I think. Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's good. It's fine, and I'm enjoying these samples. And hearing that vocal ostinato reminds me of a bad earworm that I've had. It's
Just
been
before, what was on the other side?
Oh,
of
yes. I'll go and check that right now. I'll hold the record up. And side B is called Blind Date. Evelyn Knight and Dick Hames. Do you know that one?
No, I don't. But again, a different artist. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's got her and Dick Hames as well.
The reason I asked is she had a couple of hits. I can't remember their names.
Yeah.
And I thought that might have been one of them.
Sure. Yeah. I'd love to know what the source is, who is collecting these records, and it's probably a mismatch of a range of different sources with this. But
No, it's good.
you do get some idea of people's personalities and tastes when you pick up a batch, and I do often like to keep a batch together when I inherit some 78s, because it's sort of it's a snapshot of somebody's life and their tastes, and it gives some vestige of their personality and their the music that moved them.
If you'd seen my early collection of 78s, you'd have realised that I was going to become fascinated by electronics with all the Les Paul records.
Yeah, we should have hung on to them. We could have played them all.
They all got smashed, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a pity. Never the mind. Well, if you can remember all the titles, make a list.
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah, that'd be a good way forward, I think. In fact, why don't we do something Les Paulish on Friday night?
Okay.
I think we can look towards a Les Paul opus on Friday. And if you want to think up the titles that you remember having, and we'll put those on the list. And I've got some more of those 16-inch transcription records of Les Paul. So we'll feature a few of those. And we'll just enjoy hearing some Les Paul on Friday. How's that sound?
Sounds really good. Now, in order to make sure that you get my email, I'll send it attached as a reply to one that you've sent me in the past.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. The Gmail one tends to work best for me, I think, in your instance. I don't know why it hasn't things haven't worked out in the past, that it's a bit fickle. The whole system's a bit fickle. I've had a few issues like this.
Well, I'm sure it'll work that way anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Now, our next record I'm not going to announce. In fact, it's one of the evergreens of the 40s. In fact, if there was one song that sums up that decade, it probably would be this. So I'm not going to, I won't announce it. So everyone will know the song, and I'm pleased to have a copy of it here. I didn't realise I did, but it did sell very well, but it is such a classic. Let's have a listen. vk3sl. Test missions.
He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowin' reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot-a-toot, a toot, he blows it eight to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. He makes a company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie-woogie bugle, he was busy as a bzzz bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump eight to the bar. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Do-do-do-do-da-da, do-da-da, do-do, he blows it eight to the bar. He can't blow a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's a boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B. Jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie-woogie bugle boy of Company B.
The Andrews Sisters.
Yes, indeed. And that's one of it's probably their biggest hit, really. It's put them,
Even bigger than rum and Coca-Cola.
That's right. That was
pretty big.
That was the other huge one, wasn't it? Rum and Coca-Cola. Yeah. Okay. Well, should we play that? Oh, look, I'll save that one up. I'm sure I've got a copy of it here, actually.
Like rum and Coca-Cola.
It's a good. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, look, we're talking about it, aren't we? Talking about it. I can dial up.
We're trying to work out what the words meant as a kid. Little kid.
Right. And we say hello to a few people listening on the stream.
Those streamers.
Yes, hello there. And what we'll do is dial up rum and Coca-Cola. Here we go. Andrew's Sisters. Andrew's Sisters. Here we go. Nearly there. And here we have it. 1944. This became a hit.
Yeah, wartime.
Yeah, very much. So what we'll do is just do our usual referral process, and then we can put it on the list. Here we go. Rum and Coca-Cola, the Andrews Sisters, and this is VK3SL.
VK3JR.
If you ever go down Trinidad, they make you feel so very glad. Calypso sing and make up rhyme, guarantee you one real good fine time. Drinking rum and Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. Oh, beat it, man, beat it. Since the Yankee come to Trinidad, they got the young girls all going mad. Young girls say they treat 'em nice, make Trinidad like paradise, drinking rum and Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. Oh, you vex me, you vex me. From Chickachickarry to Mona's Isle, native girls all dance and smile. Help soldier celebrate his leave, make every day like New Year's Eve, drinking rum and Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. It's a fact, man, it's a fact. In old Trinidad I also fear the situation is mighty queer, like the Yankee girl, the native swoon, when she heard her bingle croon, drinking rum and Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. Out on Manzanella Beach, GI romance with native peach. All night long make tropic love, next day sit in hot sun and cool off, drinking rum and Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, both mother and daughter, working for the Yankee dollar. It's a fact, man, it's a fact. Rum and Coca-Cola. Rum and Coca-Cola. Working for the Yankee dollar.
Yeah, complete with a product placement, the Andrews Sisters.
Telling it like it was.
Indeed, with a nice calypso vibe on that recording.
A nifty trumpet work in the background.
I thought so. It's interesting listening to these songs downstream a little bit. You hear different things. I hadn't heard that for ages, and I was really enjoying the accompaniment as well.
I just focused on the first time tonight, and I've heard it many times.
Yeah, sure. It's good. Now, Mr. Newbeck's listening, so a warm hello to you there, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Yay, and we'll look forward to your company. So just give us a hoy when you're around, and happy to do a missione, and we'll usher you in, and you can come up with a playlist. So that'd be really good.
You bet.
Yay. So, well, what we got next? It's a K-Star. K-Star on a Coronet, I think. Oh, no, it's a Capitol.
Capitol, yeah.
It's a Capitol
it's a
record.
normal label.
Yes, that's right. So another K-Star disc, and she's been a new discovery for me. I didn't really know her songs at all until
She's got a
recent
good
times.
voice.
She does, a strong voice, and it was great to hear her do a few jazz recording performances earlier on as well, and just hear how she
did
evolved.
very well. I didn't know that side of her until you played those recordings.
Yeah, it's just amazing how we can sort of really trace careers now, isn't it? We can we can just go, just dial up the artist, and suddenly it's all there.
I mean, you really hear her at her best in the jazz recording.
I think so. I mean, I warm towards that tradition, I suppose. So I listen for certain, musical shapes and things in jazz. But we'll hear her here in a recording called Mississippi. So K-Star, and I can't remember who she's with. Who's the band for Capitol? Could be a number of people. We'll find
Could be half a dozen.
Yeah. Look, we'll check that out afterwards. We've got it queued up, and let's have a listen. vk3sl.
Mississippi River, I'm going down to New Orleans. By the E-M-I, crooked letter I. A crooked letter I. Humpback, I. Mississippi flowing down to New Orleans. home where history was made by Steamboat Bill. Memphis, Memphis is a town I mean. Away down yonder in the land of cotton, folks like mine are near forgotten. What a wonderful thrill it is to be down in Memphis, Tennessee. By the M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I. Humpback, I, Mississippi flowing down to New Orleans. Humpback, I, Mississippi flowing down to New Orleans. Watch it flowing right along where history was made by Steamboat Bill. Memphis, Memphis is a town I mean. Away down yonder in the land of cotton, folks like mine are near forgotten. What a wonderful thrill it is to be down in Memphis, Tennessee. By the M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I. Humpback, I, Mississippi flowing down to New Orleans.
Yeah, K-Star and Mississippi. That was a sprightly number. She really carries it, doesn't she?
Oh, yes, she's got a strong presentation.
Yeah, definitely. A really powerful voice, very even voice right throughout all her range. Always noticed that about her. I'm going to just find out what's on the other side of this and find out who she was. Yes, Frank DeVol and the orchestra.
Yeah, he was well to the fore.
Yeah, he was sort of the one of the big name accompanying figures. Now the other one is "Come On, My House." It says.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Oh, really? Oh, good. Okay, well we need big hits. Get our ratings up.
Betty Clooney did a big number on that as well.
Oh, did she really? Okay, who came first, K-Star or
Rosie.
Okay.
Rosie's version is better, but they're both really good.
Oh, good. Well, let's back to back them, hey?
Or
Well,
if you don't mind.
oh, I'd love to. Yeah, come on my house, K-Star first, and we'll just go with the same table and check in.
I've got an apple and a plum and a cakes and a candy, a pomegranate too, just for you. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you apple and a plum and an apricot too. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a figs and dates and a grapes and cakes. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a marriage ring and a pomegranate too. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you a peach and a pear and I love your hair. Come on to my house, come on. I'm gonna give you a Easter egg. I'm gonna give you everything. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you my house. Come on to my house, I'm
bands and a phonograph or two. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house. I'm gonna give you all of my wage and a bird in a cage. Yeah, come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house. I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. You come home and you've got a wife, and you'll be happy all your life. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you apple, a plum, and a apricot too. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you figs and dates and grapes and cakes. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you Christmas tree. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you marriage ring and a pomegranate too. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you peach and pear, and I love your hair. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you Easter egg. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything, everything, everything. Come on to my house.
Everything sounds a bit all right.
Oh, yeah, two good offers there.
I'd say so.
What did you think of the harpsichord?
I thought it was really good, and I think it adds so much to that performance. In fact, I do like the Rosemary Clooney one because it's got that sort of quirky sort of sense to it. It just has a different feel.
Different, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
I liked it too. I've always liked it. That was the bigger of the two.
Sure, she sings it very rhythmically, doesn't she?
Well, she does.
And it's good because it's sort of there's not a lot in the lyrics, so
it tends to run to a pattern, doesn't it?
It does rather, but if you make it rhythmical and you got a bit of spunk to it, a bit of edge, which I think she did, it was it works particularly well.
Did you interpret it as well as you could, the song?
Yeah, but I want to hear one more interpretation because when I did my proverbial search, I found a recording of Eartha Kitt.
Oh, no.
Singing the same song.
The Femme Fatale.
Yes, a live performance. And I've got to hear this because I think she'll do something amazing.
She will.
She will. Let's have a listen, folks. Eartha Kitt, come on to my house.
Watachi no uchi ya anata ni agimashou candy. Uchi yo ideya watachi no uchi ya anata ni agimashou ringo ni sumomo ni aunzu wa ingagawa. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, anata ni agimashou yakiniku budo ni natsume ni keki. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Uchi yo ideya watachi no uchi ya anata ni agimashou candy. Uchi ya yo ideya watachi no uchi ya nandemo kandemo agimashou.
hidaya watachi no uchi ya anata ni agemashou candy. Uchi yo hidaya watachi no uchi ya anata ni agemashou ringo ni sumomo ni aonsu wa igagawa. Come on to my house, my house. Come on to my house, come on now. Come on to my house, my house. Anata ni agemashou yakiniku budon ni not too many keki. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on now. Uchi yo hidaya watachi no uchi ya anata ni agemashou candy. Uchi yo hidaya watachi no uchi ya nande mo kande mo agimashou. Nande mo kande mo agimashou. Nande mo kande mo agimashou.
She's got it.
Wow.
She gets the big tick.
Oh, she does. Was that Japanese?
I was wondering. It sounded like it, didn't it?
I'm not sure.
It sounded like she was using more than one language there.
No.
It was the international, the continental, the international version of that song. But gosh, she's got an incredible turn of phrase and seductive edge. She's amazing. Eartha Kitt.
I think I'm heading for her house.
Yes, I think so. I think she'd be the person. Just reached into the pile of 45s and came up with another Eartha Kitt because I think we need a bit more Eartha.
One is never enough.
Exactly. And so we've got just an old-fashioned Goyle or Let's Do It, which of course is another one of. I think we know which track we'll have a listen to.
I think there's a theme emerging here.
I think so, but we'll underscore and we'll leave it at this and let the listener take this whole subject in their stride. So, yep, here we go. Eartha Kitt, vk3sl.
vk3sl.
Wrong speed.
Birds do it, bees do it, even educated fleas do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. In Spain the best upper sets do it. Lithuanians and let's do it, let's do it, let's fall in love. The Dutch in old Amsterdam do it, not to mention the Finns. Folks in Siam do it. Think of Siamese twins, some Argentines without means do it. People say in Boston beans do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Romantic sponges, they say, do it. Oysters down in Oyster Bay, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Cold Cape Cod clams against their wish, do it. Even lazy jellyfish, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Electric eels, I might add, do it. Though it shocks 'em, I know. Why ask if shall do it? Waiter, bring me shad roe in shallow shoals. English souls, do it. Goldfish in the privacy of bowls, do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Let's.
Well, there we go. That says it all.
Says it all.
It's got a bit of a seafood theme to it, doesn't it? Oysters, cold clams, jellyfish, eels, goldfish.
It has, yes, it certainly has. It's got the Cole Porter stamp.
It certainly does. He's a remarkable level of sophistication as Mr. Cole Porter.
Talking of Cole Porter, just reminded me of I Hate Men.
You mentioned that yesterday. Now, yes, did you find out the line? We can do a bit of a search-o-matic on that song, actually.
Yes. She's talking to her sisters about men.
Yeah.
And she's talking about various sorts of men.
Yep.
And the line that I have in mind is, in particular, is the one about you have to avoid the travelling salesman, though tempting Tom he may be.
Okay.
Look, perhaps you could play it anyway.
I'd like to play it. Now, is there a particular version of the song? Is there some?
Yeah, there's a version of the Welsh opera, which I thought would have... It's not really all that good. But the New York stage version is the one that I found that was the best. There are probably better ones, but that comes up early in the search.
Okay, well, let's see if we can find it. I Hate Men. Cole Porter, Broadway cast recording. Maybe I'll just...
Broadway something.
Yeah, okay. Let's see. Broadway cast recording may be. Kiss Me Kate. Well, look, perhaps...
Have you got that?
Yeah, I will. I'll play that one. Okay, so we'll hear the new Broadway cast recording, and I don't know who's actually doing the vocals on this, but that doesn't matter. We'll have a listen. Check out the lyrics, folks. He was a remarkable lyricist. Oh, and I've suddenly lost my screen. Sorry about this. I'm going to do another quick refresh, and here we go. Nearly there. Kiss Me Kate is the name of the show.
Yes, it was very, very big.
Yeah, and we'll have a listen to I Hate Men, Cole Porter.
I hate men. I can't abide them even now and then. Then ever marry one of them, I'd rest a virgin rather. For husbands are a boring lot and only give you bother. Of course, I'm awfully glad that mother had to marry father, but I hate men. Of all the types I've ever met within our democracy, I hate the most the athlete with his manner bold and brassy. He may have hair upon his chest, but sister, so has Lassie. Oh, I hate men. I hate men. Their worth upon this earth I dinna ken. Avoid the traveling salesman, though a tempting Tom he may be. From China he will bring you jade and perfume from Arabia. But don't forget, 'tis he who'll have the fun and thee the baby. Oh, I hate men. If thou shouldst wed a businessman, be wary, oh, be wary. He'll tell you he's detained in town on business necessary. His business is the business which he gives his secretary. Oh, I hate men. I hate men. Though roosters they, I will not play the hen. If you espouse an older man through girlish optimism, he'll always stay at home at night romanticism. Though you may call it love, the doctors call it rheumatism. I hate men. From all I've read alone in bed from A to Z about them, if love is blinded from the mind, all womankind should rout them. But ladies, you must answer to, what would we do without them? Still I hate men.
We have a recent Broadway cast recording of from Kiss Me Kate. Yeah, I don't know who the singer is. Well, very well sung.
Yes, it's got into it. She got into the right spirit.
Oh, she certainly did. A great accompaniment, like the bassoon and the harpsichord.
The little harpsichord bits are very effective.
The great comments, the rheumatism comment, and the beating the baby, and I know. We'll leave it to people's imagination. They can connect the dots. But there was a level of sophistication about Cole Porter's lyrics.
That's it. That's how he sort of got away with it, if that's the right phrase.
Yeah, I think so. And but he was a really interesting and perhaps one of the most colourful lyricists of his generation.
Oh, he certainly was. He's far more out there than the other, Irving Berlin and all the others.
Definitely. And I mean, I suppose Noel Coward also had very colourful.
Oh, he did as well. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. But it's nice to hear something, a more recent recording. You realise that a nice fire recording sounds so much better.
Oh, yeah.
But never mind. We'll return to our musty, dusty pile of 78s. And here we got one on the table now. It's Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, Satchmo, and they did a track called Oops. And I think this would be from the early 50s. There's a famous LP that they made together, I think a little bit later, but this, I think, predates that slightly.
It certainly does. Yeah, the LP's great too.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I know that very well.
It's commercial, but, you know, they are so good.
They are, and they complement each other superbly, and there's a mutual affection between them as well. But let's have a listen to this one. It's called Oops, Ella and Satchmo, vk3sl. Test missions.
Oops, my heart went oops the moment that we met. My heart went oops, I never will forget. My heart turned hoops the moment that I met you.
Oops, my feet went oops, I nearly took a spill. My knees went oops, they shook a bit until my head went oops, you mustn't let it get you.
I was going for a very, what you call solitary sort of stroll. Just a twiddle of my thumb when I heard a lot of drums begun to pound and roll.
And oops, my heart went oops, it went into a spin of loop-de-loops. You must have thought me kin to nincompoops, the silly way I acted.
Of course you wouldn't know that you were so aglow and I was so attractive.
But baby, take a bow, my heart is going oops right now. You are the tops, the moment that my eyes behold your chops. You lift me to the skies, my heart flip-flops. You shouldn't make it make like that.
Hell, my buxom belle, I'm still in love with you, 'cause truth to tell, and I always kinda knew that we were gel, 'cause jam could never shake like that.
I was going for a frantic but completely unromantic sort of drive. dug you when you hit me with that old time jive.
Sing it, Ella.
Then oops, a heart went oops.
Sitting on the stoops, the local droops.
They nearly flipped their tubes. I mean in groups.
The silly way we acted.
Of course they couldn't know that you were so aglow.
And I was so attracted.
Yes, baby, take a bow. My heart is going oops, oops,
Oops,
oops,
oops.
right now.
Oops then.
You heard Satchmo and Ella, a recording called Oops. I think it was recorded probably in the late 1940s, early 50s perhaps.
Yeah, maybe late 40s even, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, but they just have a marvellous way with each other, those two. And, yeah, they continue to make this tremendous... Oh, look, I should feature that album. I have got it on CD here. So we might put something from that album on at another time. I think
it is a really good album.
Yeah, it's got a lot of great tracks with the two of them. And, yeah.
I think that's one of them.
Okay, is that on it? Perhaps it is.
I think so.
Oh, right. Okay.
Swear to it, but I don't remember it being.
Yeah.
And it's a really good track.
It certainly is. It's from the Belle of New York, and it features Dave Barber and his orchestra. It's very commercial, but it doesn't always have to be bad if it's commercial.
Dave Barber married Peggy Lee.
Oh, there we go. I didn't know that. Oh, excellent. Oh, well, another lucky dip has pulled out a... Let's see, here it is. There's Paul and Mary Ford.
Oh, good.
And it's two tracks here, so you can choose The Things I Didn't Do and I Need You Now. Both tracks feature... Oh, okay. Both tracks feature both of them. So, should we just do the...
Could we have both of them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know which was the A and the B side. They don't always tell you on these 78s.
No, they don't.
Yeah, okay.
I hope they're both going to be A-sides.
Yeah, I reckon they could. I'm sure they'll both be A-sides. Yeah.
I haven't heard this.
Okay. The Things I Didn't Do is the name of the track. So we'll...
Certainly never owned it.
Okay. It's on a Capital. Oh, the hole's a bit small. I'll just have to wrestle it onto
the drill out.
Yes. Here we go. I think we're in the groove. vk3sl.
vk3 jar.
I never said I love you as I should have done. I never told you, darling, you're the only one. Will I go on regretting now my whole life through the things I didn't do? I never held my arms around you long enough. I never dared to make my kisses strong enough. Will I go on regretting now my whole life through the things I didn't do? I was too much afraid to get burned in a one-way romance. And now I'm alone, too late I have learned I never gave love a chance. So if there is an answer to my every prayer, if you can find within your heart that you still care, I'll gladly spend my life just making up to you the things I didn't do. If you can find within your heart that you still care, I'll gladly spend my life just making up to you the things I didn't do.
That was Les Paul and Mary Ford. That was quite a beautiful song, wasn't it? Really, I was quite taken with how well what a lovely tone colour she has.
Yeah, and no support, no multi-tracking or anything.
No.
That was the only time I've ever heard her not multi-tracking.
Yeah, but absolutely. It's likewise. But I really like this sort of, she has a really nice tone, really nice sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very close miking, but it sounds intimate and it doesn't sound forced.
It was just intimate, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was really good. And he was very sensitive guitar playing.
Oh, yeah, they're both musicians, really good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there was a lot of subtlety in his phrasing as well.
Yeah,
like when he played those octaves, he would play the first one a little bit louder each time.
Yep. There's a lot of subtlety in there, wasn't there?
Yeah, a lot of shaping. It was really, really quite well done. So the other side is "I Need You Now," and so we'll sample this now with Mary Ford again on a Capital 78. So I have to wrestle the record onto the table. Here we go. vk3sl test missions.
If I ever needed you, I need you now. I can't remember when I've ever been so blue. If I ever needed love, I need it now. I feel so all alone, I don't know what to do. No day or night goes by when I don't have my cry. I feel like I could die from wanting you. I can't ease my aching heart. You know how. If I ever needed you, I need you now. No day or night goes by when I don't have my cry. I feel like I could die from wanting you. I can't ease my aching heart. You know how. If I ever needed you, I need you now. If I ever needed you, I need you now.
There's Paul, Mary Ford.
I reckon they might have been done before they started multi-tracking, maybe.
Yeah, quite possibly, because there was a time where just about everything has their trademark sort of extended skills, really, isn't it? It became something that's synonymous with all the recordings, but this one, it's quite mainstream, but it's just quite intimate. I really like it. I might save that one up for Friday night and play one of those sides again.
Yeah, it'd be excellent. Yeah, they're very good.
Perhaps that one. That was really good.
Lovely.
Yeah, excellent. I'll put that one aside. these laminated 78s from the 50s sound really good if they're in good condition. They're so fine. It's amazing. It's quite impressive. Just listening to it on the big speaks here, it was really good sound. Another one from the batch, another Capital. Lots of Capitals in this lot, and it's the Hutton sisters. Don't know anything about the Hutton sisters.
Well, I know Betty Hutton.
Yeah.
Maybe she's got a sister.
Maybe. Yeah. Anyhow, it's a track called what's it called? Heartthrob. The name of the track. So I think we'll just have a listen, see what happens. And I haven't really sampled this, but we'll go with the flow. Hutton Sisters, another Capital 78. This is vk3sl, and we're testing.
Of all my love, I need you madly, oh yes, so badly. Just feel my heart throb, baby dear. Heart throb, what makes my heart throb? Baby whispers close in my ear. I need you madly, oh yes, so badly. Just feel my heart throb, baby dear. Just feel my heart throb. Just feel my heart throb, baby dear.
What an unusual record.
Nothing to do with Betty Hutton.
No, strange stuff. Well, there we go. Hutton Sisters, whoever they were. Didn't even bother to do a test on that one, check on that one. But yeah, out of the batch, and we're getting close to our sign-off time, or at least our change of pace, because it's that time on the clock. But I was going to say that I've had some earworm manifestation.
Good.
Yeah, well, it's sort of been good.
Only one way to deal with an earworm. Give into it.
Yes, well, do you know what? There's one song we played the other night, and I can't stop hearing it. It's just omnipresent. I woke up in the middle of the night and it was going around in my mind. I was walking in the park and it was going around in my mind. And I'll just tell you what it is. Here it is here.
Oh, yes, for Johnny Ray.
Promise me.
Yes, I can't stop thinking about this song.
Yeah, well, it is. That's what it's catchy.
Yes, I think it's that sort of that funny vocal rhythmical thing behind. It's just so hilarious.
It is.
And it's yeah. Anyhow, it's something I can't cut loose from at this stage. We'll get there eventually, but yeah, never mind.
You better play it, do you think?
Well, we did play it the other night, but I'll play it again. Maybe that's the way forward. I'll just keep playing it.
Josephine will be all right. Be all right. Well, I'm gonna give my heart to you. Don't ask me if I love you, 'cause you know it's true tonight. Josephine, yes, tonight. Yes, tonight. I have loved you from the start. Yes, tonight, Josephine. Yes, tonight. Yes, tonight. Everything, Josephine, will be all right. Be all right. Well, I'm gonna give my heart to you. Don't ask if I need you, 'cause you know I do tonight. Josephine. Yes, tonight. Yes, tonight. I'll be Jack and you be Jill. Love me till my heart grows still. Baby, when you hear me shout, kiss me quick, knock me out. Yes, tonight, Josephine. Yes, tonight. Yes, tonight. Everything, Josephine, will be all right. Be all right. Well, I'm gonna give my lips to you. Don't ask if I want you, 'cause you know it's true tonight. Josephine, yes, tonight. Tonight, Josephine, yes, tonight.
There we go. I think I can cut loose now. I hope so.
You've let it out.
Let it go. I was talking about this with someone the other day, and they reminded me that he had another huge hit, which was Walking in the Rain, of course.
Yeah, that was his last big hit.
Was it really? Walking in the Rain? Maybe we should play that.
Yeah,
Maybe we can have a listen to Walking in the Rain.
Can be the next year one.
Yeah, I know. Walking in the Rain. And it's okay with Johnny Ray. So he fell out of favour a bit, did he, after this?
He did a bit of a sort of a nightclubby thing, but I don't think he made any more hits after that.
Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. There is a recording of him singing that last song in the 1980s.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
When he's not long before he tuttled. And
yeah, he had a fairly checkered career. I think he hit a few hurdles, and so I think he had a little time in goal.
Yeah, I think things didn't quite work out for him, and he lost his hearing, which is all a bit sad.
Yes, that's right.
And started off with just being partially deaf in one ear, and then they did an operation which was completely unsuccessful. And it made everything far worse, so poor fellow.
No.
But in the 80s it's not so impressive. He wasn't able to quite cut it, but never mind. Anyhow, we'll have a listen to his other big hit, Walking in the Rain, another one of Johnny Ray's while we're on the subject. And let's hear 1957, you say?
Getting soaking wet, torture in my heart, by trying to forget, just walking in the rain, so alone and blue, all because my heart still remembers you. Change. Somehow I can't forget. Just walking in the rain, walking in the rain, walking in the rain, just walking in the rain.
Johnny Ray. And this is vk3sl test missions.
vk3sl.
Yeah, and we're just testing here on 160 and UHF. And I might mention generally that if people are listening on UHF, there is a way forward to get some really good phi emissions from these casts. And if you just use the data input or data output on your set, if you've got a set made in the last 10 years, it's most likely to have a data port and used for digital missions. And all you need to do is just get an interface for that and run it into an app. And you'll find that you'll have really, really phi output, and it will be in broadcast quality. So yeah, I think that needs to be said, and it's incentive for people to get the full experience if they so desire. So yeah, word of encouragement there. Yay, well, I've got to wind it fairly soon, but before doing that, I've got that Bill Haley 45 sitting here, and I think it's got one track that hasn't been played, one or two. This is a Rockabeat Boogie. So
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good hit from, what, 54, 55?
55, I'd say.
Yeah, sure. Okay, well, we'll have a listen to Mr. Haley and his Comets. vk3sl.
Rock, 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 everybody. Roll, 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 everybody. Rock, 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 everybody. Roll, 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 everybody. Rock, 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 everybody. Rock, boogie, beat. You take a rock, you take a beat, you take a boogie, you make it sweet. You get the rock a beat and boogie, rock a beat and boogie beat. Well, the rock a beat and boogie, B-O-G-I-E. Well, the rock to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, dancing to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, shaking to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, jumping to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, romping to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, B-O-G-I-E. You gotta jive, you gotta dance to be alive. Do the rock a beat and boogie, rock a beat and boogie beat. Oh, rock a beat and boogie, B-O-G-I-E. Well, the rock to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, dancing to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, shaking to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, jumping to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie, romping to the rhythm of the rock a beat and boogie. Rock, 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 everybody. Roll, 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 everybody. Rock, 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 everybody. Roll, 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 everybody. Rock, 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 everybody. Rock the beat,
So do you think he was one of the first to actually use the term? In sort of wide use.
That and in songs, and he latched onto it and, you know, made the most of it.
Yeah, sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. Because this 45 has got that song, and it's also got R-O-C-K, rock. I haven't actually played that yet. I'll say that for another time. But that's the one where he claims to be the inventor of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Bit of hubris there.
But Rock Around the Clock was, in fact, the first rock record, I think.
Right.
A lot in that stream.
Yeah, sure, in that particular...
Various streams, as you know, that fed into rock and roll, and that was that particular stream that probably owed as much as anything to country music.
Yeah,
And
sure.
there was the rhythm and blues stream, which really, to my way of thinking, put the best, the most musical stream into rock.
Yeah.
With the black stuff.
Sure. Oh, look, yes, the material that you've suggested in the last few weeks has been really revealing. I've just, I love to hear that raw energy coming from black musicians in their rhythm and blues style.
Oh, yeah.
And it adds so much. And, you can see all these melting pot, I suppose, and everything's feeding in, and then it all sort of, it came to its later forms with a lot of... It's interesting when you look at the likes of Hendrix and others, there's emerged a virtuosic sort of aspect to it as well.
They took it, as they say, to the next level, or a couple of levels up, doing different stuff.
Yeah.
And that was also blending in with a bit of psychedelica that was happening then as well.
Yes, sure. Yeah, no, it's really fascinating to look at the antecedents and how how everything. It's a real post-war phenomena, I suppose. Melting pot, international styles. Everything was finding a new voice. There was an appetite for new sounds.
A lot more mixing, I think, of sort of global mixing of styles.
Yes, definitely. No, it's a fascinating discussion point, and I'd like to sort of understand it a lot more. I've really got very limited knowledge myself, so I appreciate your insight. So
mine's very limited as well.
Oh no, you know all about it. You're there. I mean, you sort of it's. Yeah, it's in your midst. It's great.
Listen to a lot of radio programs.
Well, it's good. It's really good. So what we'll do now is we'll have to wind at this point.
But, me too.
So look, what I'll do is I'll play the full recording of
Capriccio.
Yeah, Capriccio Italian. And I'll try and do this each time until we find another radio play. And I'll put out a word for that. If anyone's got a particular radio series that might sort of resonate with people. I was thinking of the Thunderbirds worked well because we all know it, and as with the Hitchhiker's Guide, it's very much in people's radar. Twilight Zone is too, but it's just a little bit acrid, a bit twisted for me at this time of day. So we might sort of suspend that one for a bit. But any other thoughts?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, g'day. How are you?
Good. Been listening. I've just been working here on the bench soldering, but. What about the Outer Limits?
Outer Limits, okay.
Outer Limits was 60s, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Outer Limits, thank you for that.
They were very... They had a very strange thing. And the introduction said, do not touch the horizontal, do not touch the vertical.
Right.
We are controlling your television set.
Oh, well, that sounds all...
Isn't that right, Frank?
Yeah, something like that. And it was, it was... Twilight Zone-esque, but perhaps not as dark, I think. So
yeah. Okay.
That's a very good suggestion.
Thanks for that.
I used to like Outer Limits as well.
Oh, look, that's really good. I hope they did they do a radio version, or was it TV?
I don't know. Certainly, TV, and black and white, and remember that, because they did the titles played with your set. We have assumed control.
That's the one. That's the
great.
One.
Well, look, even if it's TV, it might work, and we can definitely give it a go. So I'll do a bit of checking out. I'll see if I can get some information about them, and then we'll make that a possible
I guess the other one I don't know, was it done as a TV series or as a radio play? Was there any of Flash Gordon or anything like that? The old, I know the movie, but I seem to recall that maybe there was a serial of it.
Okay, Flash Gordon.
Probably was. The American, of course. There was an Australian series called Speed Gordon, which was, I think, based on it. Back in the very early 50s and the 40s.
Yeah.
I was a baby.
Okay.
Just vaguely remember it.
Yeah. The other one, of course, is Superman. We could refer to Mr. J because he's got them.
Is it a bird?
Yeah.
Is it a plane?
Yeah, because Jamie's got a lot of the radio episodes of Superman, so maybe he'd be...
Superman was good radio listening.
Yeah.
Certainly as a kid it was. I think I'd enjoy it again.
Yeah, okay. Well, so we can put that on the list as well. So Outer Limits, Superman, and any other thoughts on the subject?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, what was that?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, Wonder Woman. Yep.
Why not?
With a spin. That's. I have to say, I've sat there and watched.
I would really love to hear the Avengers again.
Oh, Avengers! Yay!
And just a bit of a callback to earlier in the program, the Cole Porter lyrics, where the you were talking about, and quite funny, but I laughed when I heard the might have hair on his chest, but so has Lassie.
Yeah, that's right. That was a throwback to the 50s and 60s, wasn't it?
Classic line.
I thought that was very good.
It is good. Yeah. It's quite a, amazing lyrics, really, from Mr. Porter. He was out there with his poetry in motion, with a slightly sardonic edge. Yeah, all right. Well, look, thank you for that. There's some really good suggestions. I'll look up Outer Limits. I'll look up Wonder Woman. Well, I don't know.
And even see, Flash Gordon, perhaps.
Yeah, Flash Gordon. I'll write that one down too. And The Avengers, Flash Gordon. And maybe...
Sure how well The Avengers had run without pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoyed it without pictures. That's probably all right.
Sure. Well, look, there might be
the other
radio
one, I know
stations.
there's a sort of more modern like movies based on it, but wasn't also there an older series, The Green Hornet?
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Well, anyhow, look, it's all just for the last little bit while I'm doing dinners and stuff. But we could have some we could have some cereals and we could have some music and on some nights, so we can try and please everyone with some variety.
We play all the shadows in creation.
Yeah, we did. We played all the episodes of The Shadow, and we've done. What else? The what's it called? The the CIB one. The Shadow.
D24.
The D24 and CIB. We've played quite a few of those. So, but look, I will aim to sort of intersperse, because I know some people like music as well, so we'll find a happy medium, I suppose. This is just for the last half an hour.
There's another very good radio series that I think Jamie's got called Address Unknown.
Oh, really?
And it's from the files of the Missing Persons Bureau.
Oh.
And it's supposed to be true, like D24.
Yeah, Address Unknown. I think you might have played one of them on one of our shows. Okay, well, we're getting an impression of different options there, and we'll see what we can find. All right then, folks, I'm going to have to wind it here. We've got. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play the whole side 2 of this World Record Club disc, and featuring William Steinberg and the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra, and it starts off with Hugo Wolf's Italian Serenade, and then follows on with Tchaikovsky's Capriccio Italian. So 2 works for the price of 1, and we'll wind up with this now. I'm just going to do a quick clean of the disc.
I'll drop off and say bye to everyone and talk soon.
Okay, thank you, Frank, and thank you, Frank.
VK3JR clear.
Okay.
Yeah, cheers, VK3OP.
Yeah, thank you. All right, well, we'll continue now with the music of Tchaikovsky, or Hugo Wolf, and then Tchaikovsky. This is VK3SL. We've been testing here. Testing on 160 and UHF, and streaming online. Look forward to your company tomorrow. Wrong speed. Here we go. A Valse Serenade. We'll now hear Capriccio Italian. music of Tchaikovsky, his Capriccio Italian music, which for me is completely and utterly life-affirming. I really enjoy Tchaikovsky's music. He wrote such good tunes. Okay, folks, look forward to your company tomorrow. This is vk3sl saying cheers for now.